Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. And yeah, this is unfortunately not live commentary. Yeah, I had to do post commentary because I kind of fucked up the recording of the normal commentary. Yeah, as you see, we are here on our way to dock to our mission to Lathe ship with our return capsule. I gotta say, this looks really, really cool. Well, another thing, this is probably the last episode I'm going to do in this patch, so in the 0.23 patch, because I do want to wait for the NASA mission pack to start this very mission to Lathe, because you know, talking stuff to the sides sometimes is a little bit dumb when it comes to the SAS, because it can start increasing your wobbling and stuff, because the SAS in this version does not cope for the vibration and oscillation of a ship. They fixed that, so they made the SAS way better in the new version. That's why I wanna wait for that to actually happen before I decide to actually go off for Lathe. Until then, our dear Sherlock Kerbin is going to stay in orbit around Kerbin and wait for us to send him off. Yeah, of course, this docks quite nicely here. Yes. We can turn the lights back off, and yeah, then we can transfer the fuel back that we used to get here. And also we can try out a little bit of the wobbling and see if that is really bad. It wasn't really bad, but it was there, and that's why I didn't want to do it. Also, for some reason, all engines on this ship are on right now. I thought I had turned off the engine on the plane. Obviously that was not the case, because somehow while transferring fuel I managed to fuck up once and actually hold down shift instead of alt. I did that before and I should learn from that by now, but yeah, nonetheless I did end up shooting in the direction of the planet for some amount of time. Yeah, right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and that's with the engine here. And there I go, shutting that down again and putting this in different stages. Well, anyway, in the end, we have everything going right here, and I disable any crossfeed from those because I don't want to use up any fuel from those, even if I run out of fuel. Because I guess I won't really run out of fuel anytime soon anyway, so that is not too much of a concern. Yeah, there, try turning it with the RCS. You see it wobbles a little bit, and I actually want to see if the new SAS does that better. Yeah, also Joule is completely in the wrong position to burn to right now, because it needs to kind of be in a perpendicular position like the moon to Kerbin when you want to go to the moon. Anyway, But before we do that, the Burn to Jewel, I want to do something that I can't actually do in this episode because the patch isn't out yet, as of the recording. So I ended up getting a Kerbal Explorer plane that I built way back at the start of our career mode. Yeah, this thing doesn't really look that awesome, but it flies pretty well. Also, I have the science on Action Group 1 here, yeah. If you're wondering about the name, I sent this to a German Let's Player called Mr. Flag, who also takes stuff from his subscribers and tries to fly that. Yeah, I sent it to him because I wanted him to fly that. Yeah, he didn't yet, so yeah, he has a lot of stuff that he gets in that kind of thing. And I'd really like to do a special like that too someday. If you have a construction in KSP that you want to send me, the email address you can send it to is in the description down below. I'd certainly like to see some of your constructions. Yeah. I ended up putting our 3 veterans on that and decided to fly that out to the North Pole, actually. Yeah. We can actually launch this right here. Good. I don't know what I was talking about back then, really, because like 90% of the stuff that I talk about in episodes, I don't remember afterwards. What I can talk about is a little bit more about the changes that are coming in the NASA Mission Pack update. That's number one. The Ion engine gets a really nice buff. It's 4 times more, 4 times stronger now, which is pretty awesome. So, you know, I want to do the rescue of our guys on Eve with something that I uploaded in a highlight video, in an off-screen highlights video, called and that thing is pretty much a helicopter. So that thing it works by rotating the craft with the SAS. And yeah, as you see, this thing takes off pretty well. The wings are a little bit over in dimension, but I like how that works. Get the gear in, please. That looks weird. Get the gear in. Hello, gear. Thank you. When did I put the gear in? Because that kind of looks weird. Anyway, I was talking about the ion drive. You can actually fly very small planes with a single ion engine in atmosphere now. So yeah, I was kind of thinking if the helicopter thing doesn't work for some reason, and we're gonna just time accelerate 10 times here to spare you the flight to Kerbins North Pole. If that ion drive doesn't work that well or something, or if the I was talking about the helicopter. If the helicopter doesn't work that well on Eve or something goes wrong with that, I'm gonna try building an ion-driven plane that will go from pretty much in single stage to orbit. I don't know if that is a possibility. I will definitely try that out in Kerbin first, and yeah, I hope that that will still be a thing once we get it over to Eve. If the helicopter version doesn't work, of course, that is. Yeah, as you see, this thing goes so fast that it actually glows. Re-entry effects for the win. This can go to 22 kilometers height and at about 1,600 meters per second. So pretty much the same as our last Kerbal Explorer did, and it has the same gliding stuff too going on. So yeah, it's a pretty nice plane. Also, it has a lab module, so we don't need to recover every time. We can just collect the science, reset our experiments, and collect science again. Which you're gonna see by me. I sent home some of the stuff, but the stuff from the pole, yeah, we're gonna see about that when we're there. Yeah. I am currently thinking about whether there was something else I could talk about. I was thinking about some other stuff from the asteroid redirect mission. Yeah, the NASA mission pack. The asteroids are actually not going to appear in already existing saves, as far as at least what I have heard goes. Yeah, also I broke the game because I am still using engines at 0.00 air intake. Yeah, I shut them down then because I knew they were about to fail, so yeah. That looks really cool, by the way, turning into that like that. Yeah. So if the asteroids actually do not appear, then we're gonna finish off this career mode and just play around with asteroids in the sandbox mode, because I do not want to restart my career again. We're going to restart the career again anyway once 0.24 is out, which is by the end of the year sometime, I guess. Yeah, the diving maneuver is totally normal, don't worry about that. Even if it's in 10 times time acceleration. Yeah. Now we're back to normal time. Yeah. We're gonna do another career mode then anyway, so I don't really wanna unlock everything again. So if the asteroids are in this career mode, then cool, then we're just gonna keep playing this career mode. After we have unlocked everything, then we're just gonna use it as a fucking non-career sandbox mode, because that's a thing. Yeah, we've got Jeb here getting out and planting a flag, collecting some data, and also getting an EVA report and a the other stuff, a surface sample. We already know the text for the surface sample stuff here. Yeah, this is Polar Excursion, since we had some time on our hands. Yeah, since that's an ice sheet, that isn't really solid ground now, is it? Yeah, you can read that yourself. I actually read it in the actual while playing, but since I can't really read in post, so yeah. Yeah, also I had some problems getting back on there. I had to actually press another direction apart from up to get through that, because I somehow managed to fuck up the ladder there. Yeah. After collecting all the science and stuff, and sending back some of it, especially the stuff that we could not get our hands on, quite literally. Yeah. After that, we took off again and flew over to the tundra, since that was pretty near. but that's gonna come up in a minute. Also, I was talking about the redirect mission. So, if the asteroids do not appear in this save, then we're just gonna unlock everything, get our guys back from Eve, and then just say, hey, this career mode is done. And then we're just gonna say we're gonna go to the sandbox mode and have a little fun there with the asteroids. Because I do not want to restart my career now, as I already said. So we take off again. As you see, this is pretty awesome at taking off. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks so cool. Gear in, and then we fly over that direction, because there is the tundra waiting for us and some more science to be had. Yeah. In principle, I could have probably used this plane to get back home to base again too, because look, I barely used half of the fuel, so yeah, I could totally go back up to like 12-13 kilometers and go back at 1000 meters per second and have no problem with that. But I kind of didn't feel like it, so yeah, I decided to then recover once we had everything from the tundra. Yeah. Gliding in over the tundra. I have the engines off. This is so unrealistic, this thing. I don't even want to call it a plane. Well, anyway, well, we're gonna see what we're gonna do about the whole the redirect mission stuff once we are there. And yeah, I'll see you in that in the next episode with the redirect mission pack installed already, because pretty much I think that once you see this video, it should definitely be out. But we're gonna see about that then. I'm probably gonna do one video of showing off the new stuff before going back to the normal scheduled stuff. Yeah, so we are landing in the tundra. Yeah, again, don't worry about my nosedive to land, cause we can flare, bitch. This is so unrealistic. If you did that with a real plane, it would just crash into the ground. Because if you don't have your engines running for that long, it's probably going to stall. I could, of course, just install Ferrum Aerospace mod or something like that, because that makes it a little bit more realistic. But in the end, I don't feel like having much realism in my game. All I want to have is a realistic looking rocket, and that's coming a lot nearer with the new mission pack. That's also the reason why I wanted originally to have fairings, because that just looks better. Yeah. Right now we just have impromptu fairings that don't really do what we want, but hey. We got Jeb to do some more science here. By first collecting the stuff from here, of course, which we did while flying. And then doing all the other science that I can't read. You may read it, of course, yourself. If you're on full HD and full screen, you should be able to read it. Unfortunately, I cannot read it because I cannot see anything but green and white lines. That's everything I see from the text there. Seriously. I can barely see that we are at 349 meters sea level, above sea level. 'Cause, yeah, those numbers are actually large enough to read on the screen of my cutting program. So we set down a flag, say this is the Tundra Expedition or Tundra Excursion, and actually say while we were here. While we're already here or something. Yeah, while we were already here. That was the thing I wrote there. Okay. Get the EVA report, get our surface sample, which is from frozen ground, and it was hard to chip that up or something like that. That's all I really remember from that text. And yeah, get back on our plane and recover this. What we're of course gonna do in the redirect mission, we're gonna land an asteroid and try to recover it. Since it's part of your ship when you land it, it should actually work for that. I don't know if that gets you any science in career mode. That's definitely something to try once 0.24 is out. Anyway, that brought us a little bit of science. I'll say I'll see you in the next episode with the NASA mission pack upgrade and a little introduction to all the new stuff. Till then, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!